All right. Hey, Lauren. Dillon here, co-founder of PeakBot. Thank you so much for inviting me on your channel. We're really excited to share a little bit more about our partnership as well as our platform. We'll actually have the opportunity to, I'll share my screen and show everyone how PeakBot works and what we're doing here in the automated trading space for stocks and options. So, Lauren, thanks again for having me on the channel. I was wondering if there was anything specifically we wanted to get into. So I'll hand it over to you for a second, but if not, I'll be happy to share a demo of the platform, but maybe you wanted to discuss why we wanted to partner here.
Well, first of all, thank you for joining my channel. I really wanted to find a product or a software that was easy and was not a scam. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've come
Now,
across those.
everyone on my channel, like if they've been following me for a while, they know that, I trade Forex, I trade futures, right? But there's a lot of bots out here, and there are a lot of AI and EAs that are circling around these YouTube streets and
Yeah,
social media streets, and they might work for a day, they might work for a week, they might work for, maybe like 90 days, and then they just stop working. So I wanted the next automated software that I brought to my channel, I wanted to make sure that it was something that could be long term,
yeah,
something that was consistent, and something that's going to be easier for the complete beginner, right? Because there's a lot of people that want to get into trading, but they don't have the time,
yeah,
or they don't have the willingness to learn, but they still want to make money, right?
yeah.
So it's like if you have the money, you should be able to invest it in reputable products. And that is what PeakBot is. So I'm very excited for you to, come on my channel and educate us, because if you don't know, I don't trade stocks.
Yeah.
But I have been using this software for about 4 weeks now, and I literally put it on my computer, like logged in, put in my information, and that's it. I have not done anything else. So y'all, when I say it's easy, it's easy.
Oh man. Well, a recommendation and an intro. Really appreciate that. I can't wait to show everyone the platform really quick from our end at PeakBot. I'll share a little bit more about our business, but we were really excited to partner with you because we actually found you, I think, on TikTok. We
Mm.
look for financial education, partners wherever we can. So whenever we see somebody covering topics around passive income or smart investing, we want to get in front of their audience because we know we finally have a tool that's available and, like you said, easy, affordable, and transparent automated trading for the everyday person, the retail trader. So that's exactly what we have for you. So I'm going to share my screen here, Lauren. And by the way, interrupt me anytime if there are questions that you want to ask or if I seem to be rambling, because I do have a tendency to do that. But right here, we're actually on our website, usepeakbot.com. This is just one of our landing pages for our free trial. So a little information on the company, and then we'll get to the good stuff. As I mentioned earlier, I'm one of the three co-founders. I co-founded this business with my younger brother and my best friend. Crazy, but we don't hate each other yet, so that's good. So we have been in this business for just about 3 years. We have automated the stock and options trading process for the everyday person. So the way we've done that is we've actually integrated with popular broker platforms, TD Ameritrade, Tradeer. We're going to be soon on Schwab, as well as Interactive Brokers and a few others. So we connect right into your trading account. And so the user experience, Lauren, is really, like you said, it's so important that this is easy. So 3 steps, right? And I'll show you this in a second. Pick your stocks, pick your strategy, and set your budget. And that's it. And then the bots do the rest, right? Set it and forget it. A stock trader in your pocket, right? So we like to call it hands-free trading. We use this emoji a lot. But that's right. So we had a 30-day free trial. You can see the brokerages we're connected with here. There's some great information, and we've been partnering when talking with Benzinga. There's a lot of good information on here, but what I want to get into is the app itself. Lauren, can you see my screen well here?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So this is the PeakBot app. Okay, we're giving this app a facelift here in the next few weeks or months. But the whole idea is simple. I can't say it enough. I'm almost annoying myself with how much I'm saying it's easy, but that's so important. Lauren, you mentioned it. We're not going after the 1% of traders who are staring at a stock chart all day and are day trading or swing trading or whatever they might be doing. They use PeakBot and they love PeakBot, but that's not our target customer because we're going after and we want to get in the hands of everybody who's got a 9 to 5 job or two, a busy family, a social calendar. They want to travel or they sit in traffic or they're on vacation. People are busy, right? Life is busy, so nobody's staring at a stock chart all day. And even if
Right.
you could, you'd have to, uh, you'd have to have a good idea of what's going on. So I'll get right into it here. We're taking the Robin Hood approach to automated trading here. Okay, so again, 3 simple steps to get started. But before we get into it, I figured I'd just show very quickly the different bots that we have. So the way PeakBot works is you pick your automated strategy. It's an algorithm, and we like to call it a bot. So we have equities bots, which is just your common stock trading, as well as options bots, which quite honestly, the wheel here, this is the fan favorite. This is also our favorite as well. I know Lauren's trading the wheel. What we're doing here, and maybe a part of your audience is familiar with this, maybe they're not, and if not, we have a ton of more information on this on our channel. But we're selling options contracts here. So really what we're doing is we're collecting a premium every week. You can almost think of it as like a dividend or a commission. I like to call it rent. So we're collecting rent every week, maybe 0.5%, 1%, 2% on a good week, every single week in premiums from trading 100 shares of a specific stock or the equal amount of cash as collateral. So, and then we have a couple other strategies. The Iron Condor is very popular, another passive income strategy. So, really, what I want to show you is how it all works. Very simple. So this is your homepage here. So what you have is your automated portfolio. This is showing you what stocks you're currently trading. All right. So right now on my Momentum bot, I have Disney on here.
Ooh,
I
Disney.
love Disney. I was a big fan of, what did I go to last year? Animal Kingdom. Nuts. Anyway, $250, right? So that'll buy me a couple shares of Disney, and it's going to actively buy and sell that stock for me. So every 2 to 5 days, Lauren, this is going to be making trades. No day trades, because that's not really what we're going for, right? Like, we're not trying to take all these crazy risks, but we do want to trade and play the market. So this is almost like a buy and hold mentality. Maybe some people who come to your channel have stocks that they buy and don't touch, and they'll hold it for 30 years. You almost want to pick those type of stocks for this bot. And the idea is to get in and out every few days. So that's Momentum. And then I'm wheel heavy. I love the wheel. I got 10 contracts I'm running this week. So we can get more into contracts on maybe another video if you need more explanation on the option selling there. But right now I'm going to show you this big green plus sign. This is where everything gets started. Very easy, 3 steps. So the first thing you do is you're going to select your bot. We're going to select Momentum just because it's simple, but I'll show you the wheel in just a second. It's exactly the same experience. So you just select your strategy. That's step 1. Step 2, pick your stocks. You know what? Let's make this interactive. Lauren, think of a stock, and if you can't, I'll pull one. But you got one in mind? It gets easy when there's so many to choose from. It does get hard.
I'm gonna say this. Starbucks.
No, that's perfect.
I don't
Starbucks.
even drink coffee. I don't know why that popped in my head though.
Let me tell you, I think it's on our watch list. For at least it's on the wheel watch list. They pay a pretty good, like, consistent premium every week. So as you can see, I just searched Starbucks and it came up. All right. So I can also, you can see the ticker there is SBUX. I can also just type that in and it'll come up for me as well. So I can add multiple stocks here. Let's say I wanted to do Dell or Tesla. Go ahead.
What about Nike?
Nike. Love me some Nike. We can trade as many stocks as we want. I worked for the University of Maryland for a couple years, so Under Armour school. So I wasn't even allowed to wear my Nike stuff. Didn't
Oh,
like it. Yeah, brutal. Anyway, so as you can see here, I'm adding multiple stocks at once. Lauren, you're never limited to how many stocks you can trade with PeakBot. Go crazy. If you have the cash and the capital available to trade it, you can trade it. Where we do limit you is how much you can trade per stock, right? We are trying to make sure you're diversifying your portfolio, and we're making sure we're pumping the brakes, that you're not putting your whole life savings in on Nike and Tesla,
mm-hmm.
and blaming PeakBot. No, but that's the least of our worries. We want to make sure you're not getting yourself into a risky position. So um, for my tier here, which I have on Pro, we have 3 subscription levels ranging from $19 a month at basic to $99 a month with the Pro. So here I can trade up to $5,000 per stock. I'm not going to do that. Let's say I want to put, I got some expensive stocks on here. So let's say I want to put $500 each, or you know what, 1,000 each.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's going to go 1,000 to each of those. So now when I hit activate, by the way, I'm done. 3 steps: strategy, stocks, bots, budget. So you're going to notice in the background that my budget and bots is going to jump up by $4,000. And then down here in momentum, we're going to have some more stocks. So this is just my confirmation screen. And now
Okay.
you'll see budget and bots jumps. And now I got my 4 stocks here: Dell, Nike, Starbucks, and Tesla, all actively scanning the market to enter a position for you for
So what if
$1,000.
a mistake and you're like, oh well, I didn't mean to put Nike, I meant to put Adidas.
Great question.
Okay.
So there's a couple ways you can do it. You see this little gear icon on the left, on the right side of your Nike portfolio or your Nike position. You can click this, and this is actually going to bring up an edit screen. So you're in full control, Lauren. Yes, you have a bot trading for you. Welcome to 2023, but you're in the driver's seat. So you have the full control over your positions at all times. You can log into your brokerage account and do whatever you want: buy, sell, open a contract, close it, roll it. You can do that at any time. And PeakBot's going to pick up where you left off. However, we also give you the ability to manage it from a distance in the PeakBot account. So pause. Now, pause means don't buy, don't sell. Not answering your question yet, but I just want to show you that that will pause your stop.
Mm-hmm.
To remove it, all you got to do is click remove. That's going to remove the bot from the list, and it's gone. So now I can come back and I can search for a different stock. Is
Mm-hmm.
Adidas a publicly traded company? I'm not sure. Let's just say what, Microsoft. I can
Yeah.
come back in here and I can put that in for 1,000, and we're off to the races. And now Microsoft's already added.
Does it have to be at a certain time, or can you do this at any time?
You can do this at any time. This, we only trade during market hours.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to come in here on a Sunday night, because that's when you're free and that's when your watch list got updated, which we do have watch lists as well, which I'll just share a peek of here, updated every week or every day, depending upon the strategy. So
And
that,
emailed.
say that again. Sorry.
And it gets emailed.
Yes, emailed. You're lucky we're not like mailing it to your house. But yeah, we like to be in touch. So I guess the last thing to show you is, there's another feature called Smart Exit. When you're trading equities, sometimes if you've been trading Dell for a couple months, maybe it's nice to say, all right, you know what? I don't want to trade this anymore. Get me out of my position. Kitchen's not on fire. I'm not saying do it now. I don't need a market order, but next time the algorithm sees exit, maybe the
Mm-hmm.
next 3 days or something, it's going to sell out for me, and then I'm going to be done. Because otherwise, it would be trying to get me back in. But Smart Exit, what it's going to do is after the next sell order, it's actually just going to remove itself from the portfolio completely, automatically. I just did it manually, but
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah. So I'll stop there. There's some must-read guidelines down here. Highly encourage. Well, no, you must read them. So there's a lot of good information down there. So any general questions? I'm gonna get rid of these stocks really quick because I don't actually want to trade them, and it's that easy to get rid of all of them.
Nice.
So yeah, that's a basic overlook of PeakBot. Again, we want you to be in control. We want this to be easy. you get notified by your broker on your phone when you're, you know, at work or whatever you're doing. You get a little bzz, bzz, and it's PeakBot just executed a trade for you. So it's a nice feeling. But I wonder. That's it. I don't want to ramble.
So I know like some people on my channel, they have gotten to like programs that's promising like, oh, 2% a day, 3% a day, and stuff like that. So we know that that's not really sustainable in the long run. So what are the returns with Peapod? Maybe like weekly returns or monthly returns?
Absolutely. Great question. And I'm not going to lie, you teed us up a little bit because we are, I believe, you don't have to quote me on this, but I believe we're the only platform, certainly in the country, that from what we've seen, who shares a full list of our traders' results. You mentioned scams and a lot of fraud and all this other stuff. That's why we started PeakBot. We all got burned by other platforms. So we wanted to figure out an easy way to do this. So we are transparent. We share absolutely every trade that is made by the wheel strategy as well as momentum, because those are our two most traded strategies. Our other strategies, we're going to have results for them very soon once we get more traders on the platform. But as you can see here, this is the wheel. Weekly results. The wheel gives us our best returns. So we're collecting anywhere from 0.5% to 2% a week in premium. Now that's not to say your realized gain is 2% every week, right? Sometimes you're being assigned shares and the stock goes down and you have some unrealized losses. But we shake out to try and make you 1% a week.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, Lauren, you know me good enough now. I'm no trader, okay? My two partners are the nerd geniuses who coded these algorithms. I'm just the everyday, sales guy, right? Who said, okay, I'll give this a try while I'm in my sales meetings. Let's do it. I was up like 55% a couple weeks ago. Now it's more like 38, 40. I took a little bit of a beating, but 40% your day. I've never made money in the stock market before.
Right.
So anyway, what we're looking at here is weekly returns. So you can see how much capital the trader secured, meaning how much capital they used to collect this cash. They made the $208 in premium, which is a 2.2% return. And you can see what stocks they actually ran the contracts on as well. Novavax, popular last week. I'm not sure if that's the one you're running, not important, but you can start to see the scaling effect of this here, right? And we have accounts really everywhere from $2,000 all the way up to $250,000, right? You're going to see, this individual's got almost 30 grand on the wheel last week. They made $534 just in premiums alone. That's going to stand to come in next week. Maybe not exactly the same amount, but that comes in every week. So on Wayfair and Carvana, that they were able to make 1.8, almost 1.8%. So we show all of the results all the way down to the bottom, not just our good ones, but all the bad ones too. You're not going to see many losses with the wheel because we're just showing you how much you're making on premium, but we have results for momentum as well. I've had trouble getting the page loaded on my computer. There's a lot of data. I'll try and get it going, but yeah, use peakbot.com/results is the best place to be. You'll find all that information. And between our watch list and our results, we really try to do as much hand-holding as we can without, not financial advice. We should, put that on a banner.
No purposes only.
Exactly. So that's PeakBot. That's PeakBot in a nutshell. Again, easy, affordable, and transparent for the everyday person. Built for the retail trader, by the retail traders, and we want to be the household name for automated trading because there's not one.
So if somebody wanted to be aggressive, like, could they?
Yeah, we have an aggressive strategy called Gap and Go. I'm not sure if you saw it in there. It's an overnight gap strategy. All right. So we're basically entering a position at 3:50 p.m. Eastern, right, 10 minutes before the market closes. And then we're looking to sell the next morning. So you're looking for stocks that are gapping up overnight. That's a watch list that you got to change every day. That requires a little more TLC than the wheel traders who some people might not touch it for a year, right? They might just trade Amazon contracts for 12 months. Whereas if you're doing gap and go, you're swinging for the fences and you're trying to get, maybe a 20 or 30% pop overnight.
Mm-hmm.
But sorry.
I said most aggressive traders are advanced traders.
Yeah, exactly. And what a lot of our traders do is once they come in and they get subscribed and they're comfortable and they're making their passive income every week with that premium check from the wheel, they use another strategy. So you can get a second license and you can trade gap and go with the wheel, right? And they balance each other out pretty nicely. You can go take some risks if you know you're collecting 1% a week in premium, right? And we don't make any claims. That's not promised or anything like that, but that's why we show our results. We don't want anybody coming in here thinking this is a get rich quick thing. It's not. We're just making smart trades while you can't.
Right. Oh, I like that. I like that. So do you feel like this is safer than Forex?
Well, it depends. I'm not gonna, I personally don't trade Forex, never have, so I'm not gonna speak personally to it. It all just depends. Look, what's safe about PeakBot and what's safe about a lot of algorithmic trading, which is why, by the way, 75% of all trades that are made in the US are made on an algorithm. And that's not new. That's been happening for decades. We're just bridging the gap for the everyday person. But what's the real value here is taking your human emotion out of the trading process. You're not making the decision anymore. You're still kind of cooking the pasta because you're picking the stocks and you're setting your budget, right? It's something when you cook it, it tastes a little bit better. So you still get that feeling, but you're not sitting there receiving an alert even, right? A lot of our competitors or sub-competitors are these alert services, right? Great to get a message when it's time to trade, but you better have a good response time. If you're not staring at your phone, I don't know what you're supposed to do. So we save time and we eliminate emotion. And we follow a predefined set of rules, right? These algorithms, it's not AI, which so many people, when we give their demos, they're like, oh yeah, I just want to get into AI trading. And I'm like, good news and bad news. It's not AI. Good news, it's not going to get up and walk away on you. This is just going to follow the same set of rules every time, which is how any successful trader or investor makes their money, right? Having a strategy and sticking to it.
Got you. So how much money do you need to get started?
Great question. So first off, we have a 30-day free trial. So as long as you can connect to your broker account, you're going to be trading today. No credit card needed or anything like that. So for the free trial, we tell people, look, I don't care if you put $100 in there and put it on Dell. Just see it trade. Let it work. Make your first trade. Get an appetite for what's going on, and then start to open it up. As a paying subscriber, if you're paying $19, $49, or $99 a month, you're gonna want, on the basic, on the $19 side, you're gonna want 2,500 in there. You don't need to. There's a lot of traders who, I shouldn't say a lot, but there's some traders in here who are trading with $1,500 in their account. And the way we set up the pricing is for it to kind of pay for itself, right? So I can actually even just pull that up on the screen, but 2,500 is kind of the number we go with, just because you got to have $2,000 in most brokerage accounts to get access to trade with margin, which isn't required, but it's nice to have. And there's a lot of good information here. So I just wanted to pull this up. But, for this basic subscription, you're going to want to see 2,500. This is more like 5,000 to 15,000. Pro, if you're paying 99 a month or, a little less annually, you're going to want 20 grand in there, so that's kind of how it breaks down. I think it's important to mention, I believe we have a coupon code for you and your audience.
We do.
What's the code? Do you remember?
I tried L Rose.
L Rose, maybe that's what it was. Let's try that. And I don't want to be 0 for 2 here, but we're in. It worked. Code L Rose. I don't know how you pulled that, but great job. So yeah, active coupon code L Rose, all capitals, very important, capital letters. That'll get you 50% off, whether you're going annually or quarterly. So make sure when you subscribe after your trial, use code LROSE for 50% off of PeakBot and get started with as little as $2,000, $2,500.
Yeah.
and sign up for your demo. You'll talk to me or somebody on my team. We'll give you 15 minutes personal demo. I'll make sure that's in the comments below. It's just pkbt.app/Dillon. So I'll put that in the comments.
Do it for sure. So if you need help, like definitely just hop on the call, you know.
We're here. Yeah, customer service is everything.
So yeah, if so yeah, y'all, if you want to buy, everything will be in the description, everything will be in the pinned comments, everything will be on my website. So
It's
you
everywhere.
right, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And it'll be when I send this out in email, it'll be in the email as well. So you
Right.
can't say like, where's the link? It's there.
Awesome. So, Lauren, thanks so much. Really appreciate, again, you having us on the channel.
Thank
If,
you.
if you have questions, put them in the comments. We'll be looking and we'll be answering your questions. And then we have a contact number or a message feature on our website. You get in touch with us.
Definitely, definitely.
Perfect. Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you.